Look at the mirror at the foot of the bed. It rattles violently, but we are led to believe that there isn't anyone around to cause this. Does anyone have an explanation for this? These two girls were posing for a selfie together late at night. They didn't stop to look around them first, for if they did, they would have seen it. There's a person behind them, but something doesn't seem right. The figure looks uncanny and something that you would rather not see in your worst nightmare. A scared mother has spotted a ghost in her living room on CCTV, leaving her kids too scared to go downstairs over fears their house is haunted. Tanita Whitlock from the UK got the fright of her life when she saw a bizarre white orb floating towards her beloved brother's ashes. She explained that she woke up at 10:35 p.m. upon hearing a notification on her cell phone alerting her to a possible intruder downstairs. The orb seemed to trail towards a shrine for her late brother. She said, "My brother was killed a few years ago, and where the orb was traveling to was where my brother's ashes were in the living room." There's no logical explanation for it. I've rewinded it so many times, and it's so weird, and I can't think it must be anything else other than the fact it's a ghost. The police get called to investigate why a little girl is in the park alone after midnight. The policeman uses his flashlight to find the girl who is on the swing. He talks to her. She tells him that her imaginary friend told her to come to the park. That is when the swing moves by itself. Number 4. A ghost or a very angry poltergeist? The video shows a camera recording an empty room. The entity used this opportunity to move things around. First, the stepladder was pulled. Next, the large drawer was pushed over. Then, other things continued to happen. Number 3. Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Number 10. Number 10. The footage shows a stack of wine boxes next to the checkout. Then, without warning, one stack of wine boxes crashes into the floor, breaking and cluttering the bottles of wine. No one seems to be standing near the case when it falls, leaving many wondering how it happened. Some saying, "It's suspicious, it's weird. That was some of the ghosts who did it." Number 9. Couple who bought dream home in lockdown without viewing, stunned to discover secret room and people think it's haunted. TikTok user Sissy Hankshaw showed how they found a mysterious large space behind a tiny door. Many people were quick to say the spot must be haunted.
We bought this house on the internet without ever seeing it before, and when we finally saw it in person after like 2 months of looking at it online, we realized that it had something very weird about it that we had not noticed from the 18 pictures we had stared at for like the last couple of months. So the front of the house is like a house shape, and then the back has this little tugboaty sticky up situation that my office is in. So going up the stairs to my office, this is what it looks like. You can go in here. I go in here every day. There's a little closet. That's about it. As you can see, there is no access to the other part of the attic at all anywhere. This is my ceiling in my living room, dining room, and bedroom, and there's no way to access the other part of the roof that sticks up on the front of the house. Get a little 70s shorts break from Jessie, who's working in the yard with Wicket. So as you can see, there's no way to access this part of the house that has a window on it. There's a window, it's like a real room, it's like a locking window, except for this. Okay, so sorry to keep everybody waiting. We're finally entering our attic, or secret room. I realize it's not a secret room, but I just find it so interesting that there's no access to this elsewhere in the house. This wall that we entered through is new. There's finished floors up here, and I just think it's so interesting they'd spend the money to finish the floors but not actually finish this room. Well, it does have new wiring in it. We also have a new roof, so someone's been up here recently. All of this insulation is safe. Our house has been inspected multiple times. And I just think it's interesting they put latching windows up here. I think these are really beautiful. There are many other houses in our area with this exact same floor plan, and their stairs are in a different place. You'd have to enter through this weird tiny closet door, which makes no sense to me. Usually the stairs are closer to the front of the house, so you have access to this area, but we don't, so there it is.
Number 7. They captured a ghost wandering inside a burning house. The paranormal event occurred at a home being gutted by flames. The fierce fire caused the evacuation of the occupants of the house and left large financial total losses. A witness to the fire took pictures minutes before the firefighters managed to put out the fire and captured a strange silhouette wandering through the burning house. Neighbors and the owners of the sinister house assure that it is a paranormal phenomenon, a ghost, because there was no one inside the place. The testimony of a firefighter is chilling. The owner had warned us that strange things were happening in the house, that single things had caught fire. He told us that this is not the first time this has happened, and it was almost even common. But now they have lost everything, he told a local medium. According to the fire department, the fire was started by a short circuit. What do you think? Was this simply an electric fire or something supernatural? Number 8. Haunting creaking noises freaks out tower block residents who say it's like living in the Conjuring horror movie. A tower block's residents say they feel like they are starring in the Conjuring horror movie as they are constantly haunted by creepy creaking noises in their apartments. High-rise residents at Multiplex's Melbourne Square say they can hear the ominous squeaking sound coming from deep within the walls of their units. The building's developers have attributed the noise to wind conditions of the past days, but some residents insist the disturbing noise comes from something else and even says it keeps them up at night. In an eerie video captured by one of the residents, a constant high-pitched whistling sound can be heard coming from both sides of his unit. What do you think? Are the haunting sounds caused by something supernatural, or is this simply the wind? Number 7. This is just creepy. A man, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the USA, came across the unsettling sight in the dark as he was trying to drift off to sleep one night. He posted an image of the unusual discovery on Facebook, which has since gone viral, racking up thousands of likes and dozens of comments. He said, "When my head hit the pillow, all the angles lined up and the face revealed itself. I was startled at first to see a man staring at me. It looked like a man peering out from behind a rock. After the initial shock, I was amazed to see the depth and complexity of the face." He then said the eyes looked incredibly real to him and the facial features seemed proportional and lifelike. After he calmed down, he quickly took a picture of the sheets and shared the capture on Facebook, where shocked friends said the face resembled the character of the 1962 film Lawrence of Arabia. Do you see the resemblance? What would you have done if you woke up to this haunting sight? Number 6. TikTok couple Lainey and Ben aren't strangers to supernatural happenings. They have a well-documented history of dealing with a very active ghost in their new home. In a few instances, however, they have captured things that we still can't explain. In the first video, looking at the blue ball at the end, it moves despite no one being around to touch it.
Okay, before we get started, I need to apologise for the camera angle. Fairly certain I might have knocked it, but keep your eyes peeled on the blue ball on the arm of the sofa.
Next, when the cameras were left running, we see the edge of the tablecloth nudged and tugged by something invisible. The most terrifying part, however, was overnight the downstairs kitchen was destroyed by what many are calling a very angry ghost.
Right, it's Sunday morning. Hang on, I need to calm down.
So do I.
I thought we were being burgled.
So did I.
It's worse.
I'd rather be burgled.
Me too. Sunday morning, we were just chilling out upstairs in bed and we just heard loads of noise. Oh look, there's a fork on the floor.
Look at the state of the place.
And this is what we come down to.
Cupboard in an absolute fucking shit state.
Hang on, I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Did you see that? Oh my god!
Fuck off!
Better not getting out of here.
Number 5. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. Taken at the supposedly haunted Merchants Museum in New York City. Do you see it? There appears to be a woman in old era clothing standing in the background. Your first thought might be to say that this was a member of staff accidentally walking past when the picture was taken. Maybe it was possibly another visitor reflected in the mirror. No one can explain the striking resemblance of the woman in the mirror to the ghost of the previous occupant said to be haunting the place. Number 1. Here we are at the end of the list, and we have a case of abnormal activity caught on camera. Look at the man sitting there. One minute he is there, the next he is gone. Never mind that he is sitting on thin air. Where did he go?